actually based in Chennai, and he takes care of Kerala market. She is also taking care of this Kerala market in terms of helping our IFC partners who are existing with us. Avneet has joined us from corporate office with me in Delhi, so she takes care of north side of it. We have Ronak, he has joined us from Ahmedabad. We have office in Ahmedabad, and Shakti Vel, along with Kapil, has joined us from Chennai. We have our own office in Chennai, and again, we have our large network which is there in the Tamil Nadu area. And we have Isha joined us from Delhi. Vishal has joined us from Chandigarh. So up north area, Vishal takes care. Bimal has joined us from East office, which is in Kolkata, and he takes care of our Nepal and also Bangladesh area as well. We also have joined us our management team, which is Mr. Gaurav Maria. He is our chairman, group chairman, and also Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She is managing director of Franchise India. Rather, she is one who has actually started this brokerage business, which we are talking about, and she has more than 20 years of experience in this business. So we will, in this webinar, give a complete understanding on Franchise India journey. She will take us through so far what has been 27 years the journey, and also she will take us through what this franchise industry is looking like and how big it is and how it is growing next 10, 20 years. And also we will throw the light on upon IFC model, which is our today's webinar all about. So we will have a little presentation also, some slides will take you through also at the end of the webinar. So our submission is, please be there till the end of this webinar. We'll give you complete understanding about this IFC opportunity, what is the monetization model, what is we offer to you, how you can grow with us, and what is the growth cycle, and then what is the payout structure as well in this. For Q&A box, as I requested, there's a Q&A box in this. Please use Q&A box for all your questions. And before we start this understanding on our journey, I would request Mr. Gaurav Maria to welcome you once again and throw some light on and set the perspective of this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this very special webinar, which we host on every Thursday, where we invite independent consultants who want to join Franchise India and work in the capacity of independent franchise consultants. This program has been extremely successful, not only just in India, but we today run this program in many countries. We have operations in Middle East. We have our partners in Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and many other countries, even countries which are lesser known in India, called Mongolia. We have operations in Australia. And we want to make this program worldwide, because this is a very efficiently designed program where both our partners, which are independent franchise consultants, and Franchise India or other brands of Franchise India greatly benefit from this. I should also say that this program, why we have so many people out there, because we're extremely choosy. It's not another license or a franchise which you just take, because not everybody can become a consultant. So what are we going to cover in this program, today's webinar? I'll start with giving you maybe a 15-minute overview about what is franchising a little bit, and then a little bit about this program. And then I'll pass it on to Sonia. She will take you through the whole journey, how this Franchise India journey happened, and what kind of support we provide to all our independent franchise consultants, how you can build it up a very profitable practice of yours, because if you run your own consulting practice, what kind of earnings potential you can have. And then Sanjay would take over and then give a little bit of a presentation in terms of how you can really work with us, and what are the levels of different stages where you go when you start, at what stage you start, how your split of earnings is happening, and as you go to the next level, how it improves. So friends, we will use this webinar also to ask as many questions you have. So Zain has a question. So he is from Sri Lanka. Yes, Zain, we are talking to a few very serious team members. We are in advanced discussion with two of them for doing that, because we are doing a big show in Sri Lanka. We did a big show in Nepal. We did big show in Bangladesh, apart from other countries also. And Sri Lanka is the next big show, which we want to do. And so we obviously want somebody to be there to benefit from the franchise show coming in. It would be our second show in Sri Lanka. We have already done before COVID, one large show. And I feel that Sri Lanka is a fabulous market for franchising. We have many clients there, a lot of brands we have taken to Sri Lanka. So friends, just to give you introduction, so in India, we are called Franchise India. Outside India, we are called Fran Global. So Fran Global runs in about 11 countries. And I leave that introduction part with Sonia, so she will go into much more elaboration in terms of giving you understanding. So use the Q&A box to ask as many questions you have, and we'll be more than happy to give you answer on that. So let me start with the first about the industry, because if you want to start a career in a particular industry, you should know where this industry is, where it is headed, what is going on in this, and what do I see next 10, 15, 20 years happening, especially in your markets, how these industries grow. So broader perspective, franchising is a very old industry. It started in 1940s by a company called Singer Machine. They started popularizing franchising. And then the big boys came, the McDonald's, the KFCs, the Hilton hotels, the Marriotts, and likes of them, which built global organizations to franchise. Today, this industry is $4.7 trillion. Now, just to give you some perspective on that, a lot of people don't understand perspective. Indian GDP, which is the fifth economy in the world, is 3.7 trillion. And Modi ji's vision was that India would become a 5 trillion economy, which means that it will come to a size of this industry, French. Why it is such a large industry and why it contributes in that? I think because everything we consume, you will not notice, but it comes from franchise. Like, for example, I'll take an example of India. The first thing you actually consume on a breakfast table in the morning is dairy. So the Amul, the Mother Dairy, is all these companies are all franchise. Right? Amul runs about 16,000 franchises across India. Similarly, if you go to pharma, you go to any industry and anything you consume, even including services, you go to a gym, go to salon, send your kids to school or tuition centers or the preschools or anything which you're consuming is actually coming from franchise. So from a daily consumption product to an automobile, everything you're consuming is coming from franchise. Because franchising is directly proportionate to consumption, it is the industry which makes the greatest impact. It makes a humano-revolver impact in a diary. And actually, franchising is a combination of these two things. One, it assures people that they are getting a better quality product or a service. So consumer prefers franchise brands because they feel the branded services would be much better. Imagine asking yourself, you have an option to go with your family to a particular place and you have choices of a hotel which you don't know, you've never heard, or you go to a Marriott. Where would you go to go? Or you go to a hospital, one is Apollo, and second is a not so heard brand. Where would you go? You obviously would go to a branded environment. So it gives a lot of reassurance, So it brings much more trust because of the brand. And now compare in the markets like India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, everything would become branded. Even a gardener coming to your home would become branded. So we are among the lowest brand penetration markets. In next 10, 15, 20 years, we will become the largest penetrated markets in the world. I'll give you some statistics. 73% of global brands are available in London. India has only 13% of brands. So more and more brands would keep coming either from domestic markets or from global. So the market of franchising would boom in this. Second is, it is about directly proportionate to the consumption. Where is the biggest population in the world? And the population becoming richer, and they start consuming more and more brands. So if you ask today to all the branded companies in the world, I mean, you ask Starbucks, you ask McDonald's, you ask KFC, you ask H&M, you ask anybody, they would say the best market of growth in the world is India, right? So if you are part of franchising in this country at this hour, you're talking about the industry which would go multi-fold growth in times to come. Another area which you should also know, franchising is a big trigger for driving entrepreneurship in a country. Because look at India. And also you can compare it with Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, very, very similar kind of ecosystem. Where are we creating jobs? Right? We produce 80 lakh graduates in small tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 cities. People are hungry to find good opportunities for themselves, and we don't have that kind of opportunity, especially from jobs. So people want to start some small business of their own. Now, everybody is rather thinking about starting some business. Even professionals are thinking that some business they can own. In the environment which is encouraging entrepreneurship, franchising becomes the biggest catalyst to help people start a franchise. And why? Why it is the biggest catalyst for driving entrepreneurship? Because 60% of buyers in this part of the region are first-time business buyers, which means that they've never done business before. So they need a lot of hand-holding help. And that's why they prefer franchising, and they prefer going through a consultant who can help and guide them what business is right for them. And that's exactly what we do. As independent franchise consultant, we are start your own business specialist. So now you are partnering with the largest growth industry. You're partnering with a company which is Franchise India, Fran Global, which is world's #1 franchise platform. And the opportunity which you're doing is an opportunity which has every home you can address. Because I always say that there is every home has somebody who's looking to start a business, which means that opportunity is that wide and open. Right? I've never traveled on any airline, and if somebody sitting next to me and have asked me that what do you do, and I've told that I help people to start their business, and he has forgotten me. 100% my number is sitting with him, and he would, any time of his life, when he was think of starting a business, the first name he will remember is mine. And that's exactly happens with me. Everywhere I go, people just call me. I was recently in Malaysia, and I bang into somebody in the exhibition, and he says, "You don't remember? I remember you. Last time I met you, and you told me this." And I'm now really exploring, and I was actually thinking of reaching out to you. I get so many messages on my LinkedIn. People I've met long time back, and they remember me that, look, I met you at that show or that event or that place or that airport, and I was looking for help in starting our business, or I was seeking some ideas which I want to do. And even these were professionals at that time. They left the job and they want to look at it. Sometimes I get now, because of my age and structure, sometimes I get fathers coming to me and say, I came to you the 15 years back or 20 years back for help in a franchise, and now my son has grown up or my daughter has grown up and they want help, and so I brought to you. This is our business. Every year it passes, it grows by your popularity, your network, your reach, and people want your services and help. So what we exactly do as Franchise India, and what if you become an independent franchise consultant, you would do? 3 things. First, help people who want to start a business. Now, how serious this opportunity is. Look, you are all on Facebook, Instagram, in LinkedIn, a lot of platforms. You will see a lot of management gurus, consultants. Every day they are talking about helping you grow your business, right? Everybody would come and say, I can grow your business, I can grow your sales, I can get you technology, I can do your digital marketing, I can do this entire thing. What are they addressing? They're addressing running business owners and say, take my help, I'll improve your business. Everybody, thousands of gurus are doing only that. Have you seen anybody coming and say, I'll get you in business? None. Right? We have more opportunity of helping people start the business. They don't know what business they can own, where they should invest. Similarly, if you want to buy a property, you will have 1 million property brokers who can help you buy a property. But how difficult it is to buy a property? I can walk into a developer, I can choose 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK and make an investment decision, right? But when you want to buy a business, it has complexity. You don't know the business. You don't know performance of business. You don't know how the business is going to perform. You need somebody as a coach who can help you. And you have zero competition of somebody who's out there who can help. So this is what opportunity is. You become a start your own business specialist. You help people start their own business. That's one part. The part 2 is helping businesses scale through franchise. Again, there is nobody. 18,000 companies we have consulted and helped them getting into franchise. And I'll give you some names which you would give you confidence that what kind of companies we do. So globally, we have done work with McDonald's, we've done Hilton Hotels, KFC, Hershey Chocolates, name it. And in India, we worked with Reliance. We did the biggest project for Reliance called Jio. We worked with Unilever for 4 projects. We did their Lakme salons. We did their ice cream concept called Quality Walls, and many 18,000 companies, businesses. We've helped them scale their business through franchise. Now, this is a very interesting story. India is a big startup story. New companies keep coming in, and they find franchising is a very attractive tool to scale their business. Especially now, because funding is getting tighter, and the companies which are there, almost everybody who goes to Shark Tank comes to Franchise India. I was just doing a review. Currently, we have 45 companies which were presented on Shark Tank, now working with Franchise India to grow their business. Because they became popular, a lot of people started calling them up. Obviously, they never get funding. When they get funding on Shark Tank, it's very small. And they came to us and said, look, people are calling to partner with us and we don't know franchising. Can you help us? So 45 companies which have been presented on Shark Tank are working with us because we are helping them to grow the business. The third part is helping people to exit their business. See, so this is what we are doing. You know, in Hindu mythology, there are 3 top lords, you know, and they are actually also divided like this. One actually gives you birth, helps you to start, one helps you grow, and one actually helps you exit, right? And this is exactly our businesses. It's a funny way of presenting, but we help people to start, get into a new business, help their businesses to grow through franchise. And then if they want to sell their business, we also value them and sell that business, right? So Franchise India is not a new company. Fran Global, Franchise India, and FranCorp, these companies have been around for many years. FranCorp was started in 1976. We acquired their business about 18 years back. Fran Global is a company which runs in 11 countries. Is a very successful market entry company. We've done global big market entry, and I leave it for Sonia to give much more deeper understanding. And then on Franchise India side, we are been there for 27 years and the most successful franchise organization in the world. So friends, becoming a franchise consultant is a very big responsibility. Responsibility because now a lot of people are coming and trusting you because they want help from you, that you would help them making their investment in the right space. So it's a very responsible position to be in. Also, you need to question yourself, are you ready for becoming a consultant? Because I sometimes feel not everybody is a consultant, right? Not everybody has that ability to diagnose, ability to genuinely go into somebody's shoes and think that how and what would be the right for them. Put that investment in helping people to become entrepreneurs, right? I feel that it is the biggest service to nation. A lot of people ask me, what is your foundation doing and what is your association doing and things like that. And I tell them that, look, what my company does is the biggest service to the nation. You know, because creating entrepreneurs in any country is actually the biggest service you can do to that country. Because overall economic growth, creating jobs is the biggest service, right? Sometimes our politicians put it in a very different way. But truth is, that's why I put a statement today. It is good to have our Prime Minister back because at least he talks about growth, right? And I openly say this. He was the one who was saying all campaign that I want to make India 5 trillion economy. What is going to 5 trillion means? 5 trillion means we have more jobs, more enterprises, more startups, more this and more that, right? And that all creates better wealth for everyone. Everyone grows. Infosys is not Ran Murthy which has grown. Infosys has created millionaires in their company who were stockholders or working for the company or did jobs and things like that. So that's what we all have to do. Create more and more entrepreneurs, help people to get into business. And I have a dream to create 1 million entrepreneurs in next 3 years. We want to really bring in next 3 years, 1 million new entrepreneurs to be contacted. And second thing which we're doing, and Sonia is leading that, is we are launching a big platform for helping people to get funded for the business also. So which means we will democratize franchising, democratize entrepreneurship, that anybody who has maybe small money, but he can borrow and start his own business, that would truly build the structure, and we can multiply that. The day I'm able to do that funding also, the same 1 million dream can become 10 million dream. So friends, if you have the same vision or same interest, then I invite you to be part of Franchise India, Fran Global, or Frank Corp, and build a very, very highly performing but more satisfying career. Performing, there are many things in life which can be very performing, right? But not every business is very satisfying. So this business is actually a combination of both. So friends, this is a formal invitation for you to be a part of our consulting network. Before I leave, because I have to run for another meeting, and I pass it on to Sonia, I like to ask you one question, which you can answer on the Q&A box, and I will encourage everyone to answer. Introduce yourself by 4 choices. If you are a professional, write P. Just write P, so we know that you're in job and you want to look at some opportunity. If you are a business owner, write B. Just B, so that we know you're a business owner. If you want to talk about your business, what you do is even better. And if you are a management consultant, some form of management consultant, coaching, leadership, training background you have, any form of consulting, then write MC, management consultant. And if you are in a career change, which means that now you're looking for a new career, write C. 4 choices: P for professionals, B for business owner, MC for management consultant, and C for a career change. And let's see who's writing first. And I normally take the name of the first person who writes, because I like people who engage more, right? And some people are just joining webinars and not engaging. So let's see who's the first one. So Amar Imran, no, actually he wrote first question, so I'm reading this. So Rakesh Chandra. Rakesh, good to know that you are a management consultant. If you want to tell about your city, where you're coming from. Then we have Carol Hassan, who's a business owner. Welcome, Carol. And then we have Raj Sahu, who's in career change. Welcome, Raj. I also say the best time when you're changing career is the best time of your life, because you're much more creative. You can think what you want to do, and you want to make right choices now in your life. There's always a good timing. Look, I used to do a lot of business in India, in telecom and things like that, and I went in 98 to US. A few months I was just traveling in US, and I feel that the best time of my life, I discovered franchising. I discovered how entrepreneurship build America, and that became my dream to do the same thing in India. And I came back and started exactly same thing. So sometimes this time is very, very precious, this change of career time, right? So Vinod, welcome. Zain Mazruk is welcome. He's a business owner. Then Vidyakant is a management consultant. Satish ji, you raised hand. You can ask your question on the Q&A box. Deepak Pradhan, welcome. He's a professional. Vidyakant is from Hyderabad. Hyderabad, we have a very strong leader who's on the group, Ravi. So while sitting, he doesn't look like that tall, but he's a very tall man. So Arun is a business consultant. Welcome, Arun. Then we have Naresh, again from Hyderabad. And I'm coming to Hyderabad. And if Ravi finds anybody, meeting me, he's the guy who can fix my meeting. So Ravi, you can share your number if you want to. Khadem is C. Khadem, please share your city or a country, because I know a lot of people have joined from Bangladesh and other countries also. Kaushik Gandhi is a business owner. Satish Kumar is a business. And Vijaya Kumar, I want to meet directly. Happy to meet everyone. So please reach our regional teams to fix my appointment. I'm happy to meet you, understand where you're coming from, add to any questions you have. You can already see that this is my passion. This is what I do for my life, and I don't have any other business interest outside helping people start their businesses. I'm extremely passionate about it. I'm a big believer of that. And I don't count just numbers in becoming world's #1 company or this and that. These are journeys. But you should be excited about what is your purpose in life. And I've got my purpose, and that's what drives me day and day night. And almost all of my teams have the same kind of interest and structure. So we all live for our purpose. We all live for entire thing. And they're very senior guys. We have Saktivel, who's a very high experience in Chennai. He's built a large networks for different companies. Similarly, all other team members, Sanjay, you've already heard, he's a CEO and director and leader of our IFC network. And now I'll pass it on to Sonia, who actually built this business, as Sanjay said, of franchise brokerage. Last 2 decades, she managed large teams, over 500 people in different parts, and built large capabilities, managed the most highly valuable companies, and also worked with a lot of startups, both a lot of early stage businesses, which have now become very big. And sometimes we laugh around, sometimes some businesses which came to us with one location and struggling, and now we look at them that they've become a $500 million company. Like, for example, I tell you, when Sonia started Lenskart, we all would have heard Lenskart. And the owners used to come, the founders, which we see now on Shark Tank and things, that used to meet her and say, we need your help and we want to really get started. And that's where the business model franchising happened. And now we're very proud that they are not only just a multi-billion dollar company, but it's a very successful business and a very successful franchisees. Because to me, that's even bigger opportunity. If 500 people bought their franchise and they're happy and their families are happy and their franchisees, their employees are happy, it's very satisfying, because you have given 500 people entrepreneurial opportunity and they're successful. And this is one of the areas which we feel as a company very proud of. I have never used my turnovers and other things as a highlight of the business. Almost everywhere you see Franchise India, Fran Global, we talk about the work we've done in building entrepreneurs. So over to you, Sonia, for taking the discussion ahead, and I will take a leave. Thank you very much for joining in, and please keep interacting with our teams and reach out to our teams respectively wherever they are. And our friends from overseas in Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, I think you should reach out to Isha. Isha is leading the discussion. Our friends from Bangladesh and Nepal, please reach out Bimal Agarwal, who leads those markets, and he will be happy, very senior guy again, and leads East India completely, and also leads these 2 markets, Bangladesh and Nepal. So thank you very much. And if you are friends, anybody who's joined in from Middle East, please reach out again, Isha, and she can line up a meeting with Sonia and me. And so thank you very much. Over to you, Sonia, for taking the discussion there.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. I think we have another 25 odd minutes to go. I'll give you a little brief on our company. I think what we've understood so far is how big the opportunity is, what it takes to become a independent franchise consultant. We'll talk about how the model works. But let me once again welcome you all. I was seeing the comments that you made in the chat box, and I'm happy to say that, the kind of background that you come from. Largely, we run in about 97 cities, a very big network of independent franchise consultants. All my IFCs have come with an average of 15 to 25 years of experience. And that's what I see, from a lot of you who have written to us. And somebody also asked if we run operations in Hyderabad and some other countries. So friends, just to maybe add on to whatever, has been told, we run operations in 97 cities in India. And you would all be happy to know, while we have our larger corporate offices in cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, all the top cities, a larger number of cities, especially when it comes to tier 2 cities, 3 cities, are being led by our independent franchise consultants. Having said that, even our larger opportunity cities, for example, Delhi, Bangalore, which I talked about, Pune, apart from the bigger teams that we have across all the businesses that we run, we also have a very big network of IFCs who work with us. So I'm sure you all understand that, channel forms a very critical part of our business, and it takes most of our time share. We all are there, the entire management team, our leadership is there on the call. So the initiative, or I would say even the foundation or the premise for us to start this program was to work with entrepreneurs like yourself who become our partners. But equally important that you have the skill and also the intent to drive entrepreneurship like we have. The last 27 years of our company, the core driver of our business has been entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship, largely, I'm sure you all would acknowledge, you all would believe, is a very big service to the community and the economies at large. And that is what, our entire journey has been last 27 years. Now, today, when you look at, companies, a lot of startups which are starting their businesses, and even individuals, more people are starting their entrepreneur journey, and they're buying more businesses than maybe in the history of entrepreneurship. More companies are expanding via franchising than was the case 27 years back when we started our company. And, with the opportunity that you understand, this is not going to stop here because the space is becoming more and more bigger, right? So there are more entrepreneurs who want to buy businesses. There are bigger companies, there are larger number of companies from startups who want to, and even for all these companies, for that matter, there are a lot of formats which Reliance does not franchise. They're starting to franchise these. There was a time in COVID when we reached out to Chroma. Chroma never franchised ever. All these locations were run and operated by the company. And all these companies started franchising. So it is not going to stop here. It is going to become bigger. And like I said, there are more entrepreneurs today and aspiring to become entrepreneurs than has been the history of entrepreneurship. Hence, we've always worked as a company to develop our capabilities in terms of the solutions that we offer through the distribution that we have in India and also overseas markets. So 97 cities is where we are. But outside these 97 cities, we also are there in 11 countries. And we have had an enriching journey for the last 2.5 odd decades. I'm happy to share with all of you that today, in a country like India, which is very, very diversified, we as a company hold about 90% market share in the industry and bring solutions to this ever-growing and very dynamic franchise industry. We started from a small city and we have grown bigger. And today, there is no bigger company, in fact, which is larger than Franchise India when it comes to the franchise development. And we're the largest franchise development company in the world. We also have a trademark which says nobody sells more business than Franchise India. And also the largest distribution company, the spread, and more important is the uniform spread and the presence that we have across all markets. And very deep we are in the markets that we operate out of. So what we bring, and if you look at, how the architecture of our overall organization has been built, it has been built in a manner that it offers the entire 360-degree solutions to the entire community of people who want to buy business and community of people who want to sell businesses, and which also has created a very strong barrier of entry to get into something what we are doing. We have been in this industry for the last 27 years, but till date, nobody has been able to enter what we are doing. So I would say the proposition is very, very compelling for the entire community. So what we have is broadly 4 platforms. I think Gaurav talked about it, but media is what created a very large ecosystem for us. We run the largest media platform in the country. This is a very strong B2B platform where we run about 3 leading publications, B2B publications in the country, which includes Franchising World, Retailer, and also globally the top B2B magazine called Entrepreneur. I'm sure you're all from different countries. And Entrepreneur is America's leading magazine B2B. Franchise India, they're partners for entire Asia Pacific. We run about 200 exhibitions in 1 year. Of all the exhibitions that we do, the biggest of all happens in the capital of the country, which is New Delhi, which brings in companies from across the country and about 30 international markets, and about 45,000 people who want to buy business participate in this mega exhibition. And apart from India, there are also in the year 2024, there are 20 countries outside India that we have franchise events happening today through the digital platform, which is franchiseindia.com. Maybe we'll share our details. Also, you can go on the website of Franchise India. There are 16,000 companies which are listed on the platform. And this platform interacts, all this media platform overall interacts with nearly 10 million active business buyers at any given point in time. Our second platform is largely for solution for companies or brands who want to enter franchising. And when I say companies wanting to enter franchising, it may not only be limited to startups who are entering franchising or they're starting their business and want to expand, but even the blue chip companies, a lot of public listed companies, if they have a new model which they want to launch, the first choice these companies have is to reach out to Franchise India. And all the names which I took, companies like Reliance, companies like Tata, company like even Adani's, these are all companies which we have actually grown up listening to. All these companies use franchising as a way to expand. So through our Franco, which is the consulting arm of Franchise India, we work with all these companies to make them franchise ready. We create their documents, from their legal agreements to their SOPs to their financial model to their investor deck. All that is done by this company called FrankCorp. FrankCorp again is an international company which has headquarters in America, and Franchise India acquired FrankCorp in India 18 years back. So FrankCorp again is pioneer in franchise consulting. It has consulted companies like Hershey's. It has consulted companies like Subway, KFC, McDonald's. All the names perhaps you can think companies which are synonymous with franchising. FrankCorp has consulted all these companies. And then comes our investment platform, which is largely a platform for entrepreneurs or business buyers who want to invest in businesses. And again, we deal with a great or a very big spectrum of investors who can start as small as maybe a 15 lakh or a 10 lakh investment, goes up to about 100 crores, retail investors, HNIs, ultra HNIs, even family offices or firms looking to diversify, want to acquire international brands. We work with these companies. So the idea is, how do we create these meaningful, purposeful, and also profitable partnership with the noble idea to help people, buy business and at the same time make money. I've always maintained our business does not require too much of capital to start. Unlike many businesses which require a lot of capex and working capital, we have an asset light model, but it is very high on the intellect. And the biggest asset for us is a partner himself. There's no infrastructure that you need. And that's what we expect our partners to bring on the table. And there are 5 things which I'll talk about, which are important for us to qualify, an individual to become a partner. And I call that, pilot. These are the qualities which any IFC must possess. I think last time on the webinar, somebody asked me, what is the most important, criteria for you to qualify? Because it is also important while we are looking for partners, and equally, I'm sure you're looking for opportunities, we both must qualify each other. And first and foremost is, persistency, which is very, very important. We need partners who are persistent, who come with a, never give up attitude. And persistence, in fact, ensures that challenges are met with determination and resilience. That becomes our first and foremost criteria of doing that. And second is integrity. And a lot of our partners, and I would say all of them, they're respected in their cities, and they never advise somebody for the sake of earning maybe a few extra dollars. And the business of brokerage, is run on the highest standard of ethics and integrity. So that is a second qualifier for us. And third is somebody who comes with an attitude of, gaining knowledge and be a learner all the 365 days. We have everyday learning sessions. There are webinars, there are, knowledge sessions that we conduct every day. There are 3 meetings in a week that we conduct with, and also bring in a lot of learnings from our current partners and some of our teams who understand some businesses better than the others. Fourth is important, and which is also the biggest reason in franchising, is a sense of ownership. The power of common ownership is very important, where you can take all the systems from us. We can help you with all the systems, processes, train you. But you as an individual would lead your own independent practice and, bring yourself in the front to do the business. Fifth is a talent, especially when you look at a country like India and go to tier 2 cities. And that's also a reason why franchising has become big, because apart from tier 1 cities and the bigger Cosmo cities, metro cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad, Chennai, if you go to tier 2, there's a dearth of jobs. And that's why people look at franchising. And so is the case with us. When we go to, cities down, our partners, I would say, become a very big strength, because like I said, most of our partners, largely all of them, they come with experience, which is upwards of 15, 20 years of experience. And for a company like us, if we were to hire that talent, That is not something which comes very, very easy. And lastly is consistency of performance. All of my partners, they have broken benchmarks. They brought forward their unlimited potential. And I personally feel your only limit can be your own, mind. So this is what it takes, friends. I'll request now, Sanjay, if you want to take over. Friends, we have a very small presentation, about 4 slides that we want to run you through. And if you have any questions, please write to us. We'll be happy to answer it now, and can also come on one-to-one meetings and calls. All our leadership is available to do that, starting tomorrow. Sanjay, over to you.
Thank you so much for your insightful thoughts. And friends, please be there now. We have another 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go. We'll take you through the presentation, but at this moment, we are not giving you full presentation. That will be done by our all regional heads with one-on-one. We'll take some important 3-4 slides to give you some understanding on the opportunity, what we offer, and how big this opportunity is, what is the rewards and payouts you are going to get after becoming the Franchise India partner. So we do have the training system, which we have in-depth training 3 days in our corporate office. Whosoever will be selected and who will be finalized and become our partner would be invited for a training of 3 days in our corporate office, and that will be our chairman himself will be 2 days, and our managing director and all the senior of that training wherein we'll give you complete understanding of the industry and the processes and fundamentals what we have. We have a belief system that if any partner would follow our process and fundamentals, word is the guarantee which we use to become a successful partner and successful business owner. Like others opportunities, so you are looking forward to start a new business, any franchise opportunity. This is our opportunity wherein we are talking about, in other sense, it's a franchisee of Franchise India. We call it as independent franchise consultant. So my first slide is saying what is franchising. We discussed that what we consume today is coming from a franchise industry, franchise company, and it is $4.7 trillion industry. Anything we consume, anything you see today is coming from a franchise company. But if you talk about the franchising sector-wise, so every sector today you touch, right from a technology to healthcare to pet clinic to maintenance to direct-to-home services, automobiles, F&B, direct-to-home services, business services, or anything further you talk about is actually coming from the franchise. So it is very difficult to talk about which sector is not into franchise. So we work with Jio BP petrol pumps also we open for Jio company and Reliance company. So that's a very, very important project we had. It was very exclusive with Franchise India to open Jio BP petrol pumps. So like that projects, we work with Adani, we work with Reliance. Today also we have got another project of Reliance with us, which is fashion brand, which is Fashion Hub by Trends. Earlier it was Reliance Trends. Now we have actually started this and created a new business model where we are looking forward for 2,000 franchises to open in tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 services cities with the Fashion Hub by Trends. So that's a new model which we have created. And likewise, we have Tata Chroma also. It's a fourth rather services and the business which are Tata we are now taking to franchising. Tata Chroma was never franchised. So 500 stores of Tata Chroma are right now operationally open in the market in India. But these are all company owned. We call it as COCO model, COCO, which is company owned, company operated. Would mean that company itself have invested in these, opened these stores, all rentals, setup cost, everything has been done by company and is also managed by company. So as we were talking about the Reliance and Jio, and then we have Tata Chroma is now with us, very exclusive. If we have any investor looking forward for a kind of a investment, which is a safe investment with a different model, which we call as a FOCO, franchise owned company operated, would mean that we are looking forward for fundraising from the market and investor has to invest. It will be completely operationally managed by the Tata itself. Because these are all large corporates and there's a big brand, it's a trustworthy brand wherein they want to give every last mile consumer to give a service which is actually at their own store. So they don't want to dilute that franchise if comes into operations may have a different kind of approach and they want to keep it uniform. They want to keep it, as per the company standards. That's why they are giving only an opportunity, which is FOCO model opportunity. So like hotels, and there are some hospitals also, they are offering opportunity. It's purely FOCO, wherein it's not about you can manage that. So no common person, if you see you have investment, but you are not from the same industry, you cannot run the hotel. Everybody cannot run the hostel also. So it is managed by company itself, brand itself. So that's why you got the FOCO model. So likewise, we have created a lot of models business-wise and region-wise, which are there. We operate, and we have everything for every investor. So as per investor requirement, we bring the opportunity, which is rightly fitted as per the market and as per the investment and as per the experience what investor do have. So what we offer is tablet. We have T stands for technology. We are giving you technology. Once you join us, we'll create a CRM, give you CRM access and all database. There was one guest who have asked us whether we will give the leads and all this stuff. Yes, everything would be done by us. So that's why we create your CRM. All leads would be given the CRM, and we'll also create a franchise India domain email address for you, which you will be further using for your all discussions and the meetings, what you do, and you can send all mails from Franchise India email ID. Access to infrastructure, A stands for access to infrastructure, would mean there is somebody who was talking about, I am from Delhi, I am from Hyderabad, so you can use our office. Once you join us, you can use our infrastructure, you can use our offices across. Somebody is from East, use our Kolkata office, Bombay, use our office. It can be used for full day also, and you can use it for all your meetings, and you can invite your investors, brands, clients to our office. And our team will be also giving you support in terms of helping to close that business. B stands for brands, all business opportunities which we have. Around 1,100 companies we have. But the moment you join, we'll give you 500 brand list on the same day, which you will also have with you. But we create your brand portfolio as per your experience and the market. We will give you brand portfolio, and that's how we will create this for you. So that would mean that once we are there, we will help you in terms of these all opportunities which are there with us. Plus, we are also building up this opportunity bucket every day. So every day we are launching new brands, we are taking new brands on board, and those will be also available. And our partners do also have this opportunity wherein you can also give us references for a new business which are looking forward for expansions, because we may not have the access of that brand in that city. You belong to that city, you have that access, you may come across and you can share with us. And that will be also taken care and would be in your kitty. The business will go to you. Lead support is absolutely there. We don't charge for anything today. Minimum 50 guaranteed leads would be given. And after that, we create your brand portfolio. Suppose you take brand A, brand B, brand C to drive, we'll give you all those fresh leads for those particular brands. So we run a campaign, which we do every day, and all the IFC partners who are there with us, they choose their brand and we give them leads. And leads will be also given to location geographically as per your choice. You are in any city, you want other city location also leads, we can give you. It 100% depends on you, which territory you want to do, because we don't have any territory barrier or any restriction that you will not be able to work. So you can work with any investor. You are sitting in any city of India, and maybe investor is in Qatar and now he is looking forward to come back to India. You can discuss. This is all we have done in the COVID time. We have sold many businesses in the COVID area, and all these NRIs, they were coming to India. They were attending our webinars and brand launches and digital shows, and then we start selling them businesses. E stands for events. As we discussed, we are an event company. So we do around 25 events every month. Every city we cover. And suppose you are from any city, we'll do an event there in your city, where we create you as a brand and give you that support that this is an event. We invite brands, we will invite investors, and we will also do all the expenses and investments to organize that event for you. And you will be actually the brand. You will be Franchise India who will be hosting this, and will also travel from the offices, corporate office and regional office, to support our partner. T stands for training. So we have 3 days, as I discussed, extensive training in our corporate office. That's a joining time. You will be attending that training. So you're coming to Delhi is on you, and rest all your expenses, which is towards accommodation, to pick up, drop, to food, and everything would be done all by Franchise India. The 3 days training which we have every month. Now we have 15th, 16th, 17th of June. That's why this webinar we organize. So anyone who joins us now will be invited for a 3 days extensive training, in-depth training will be given in these 3 days, which is 15th, 16th, and 17th of June itself. So what is our proposed structure? So this is, I think, second last. What's our proposed structure is, when you join, you are our IFC partner at entry point. So then how you will grow? Because every partner is unique. Like other businesses, there's an ROI, which you have, everybody knows. So there's a ROI, return on investment. We also have ROI, but we have a different ROI. Our ROI would mean return on involvement and return on intelligence. So would mean that you have to bring your time, you have to be involved. So involvement, so return is on involvement. So how quickly you want to grow, how fast you want to grow, how fast you want to earn, how much you want to earn, is all depends on you. So this is very, very innovative and very, very highly rewarding opportunity. And if you decide to touch upon next ladder in 1 month, it's possible. So when you touch 15 lakh rupees revenue, and or you do 15 deals, would mean that you are working with investors, we are working with brands. When we do a matchmake, when a deal is done, investor is putting some token amount to any brand which we agrees, so that becomes deal. So if you do 15 deals or 15 lakh rupees revenue, whichever comes earlier, you become IFC elite. Then you become pro at when you touch 50 lakh revenue or 30 deals, and then there's a master opportunity also. When you can become our master franchise partner. So all these are actually designed in a way wherein we feel that every partner is unique. You bring in your capability of in getting involved into this business, and also intelligence, return on intelligence would mean that we do brand trainings. You train yourself, and then you will be also helping others to get them into business, because you should have that capability. And that is every day we do. Training is happening every day for different brands, and also we are doing it on the product wise as well. So what is that at each level you get? When you are at base level, you will be our 40% shareholder. So you get 40%, we get 60%. And at elite membership, you get 50, we get 50. So we are 50-50 partners. And then you get 60 at pro, we get 40. Now it's reverse of what you join at. And then you get 70 at master, we get 30%. But please understand, we still continue giving you at 30%, which we receive, all the support in terms of leads, in terms of promotions, in terms of investor data, in terms of brands, businesses, opportunities, training, events. Everything would be done by us. Not even a single penny investment from your side. It will be all done by us at each level. So your side is return on involvement, and you have to be part of everything which is on daily basis. So you need to get interact, you have to do matchmaking. And the best part, all businesses and brands which we have onboarded, they all are ready, coming on the call, coming at the meetings for helping you to get the business closed. And our team also is supporting each our member how to do this business 1 second, then helping them to close this business. So leads is absolutely not a worry. We are getting around 1 lakh investors every month in touch with Franchise India, wherein they register with us and they want to start some business in any of the form. So we do digital shows also, we do physical webinars also, wherein we have got a lot of shows wherein we invite brands and investors, and all our IFC partners lead that show. Would mean that you are participating in that, you are giving your involvement, your time, rest no investment, and your CRM at the base level is 1, and then we are adding 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, because you can add your teams also, or maybe family members also in this structure. But this is completely system based, and this is one revenue for you, wherein you get 40%, we get 60%. So all the revenue would be done by your side, you get 40% of that. Now, for example, any business of here, will give you more understanding on. IA would mean simply it is the product. Investor acquisition, we work with investors. Once we interact with investor, but we don't work free because we are consultants, we are advisors. We don't work free for anyone. So we take investor on board, that is investor acquisition. Then we start servicing that investor. Once the deal is done, we take also the service fees, both sides. I stands for investor, we take investor service fees. We also charge a brand which are we selling them as a service fees coming to us. Then we have BD, business development. We can also have new brand onboarded, wherein your reference would be there, rest all we do. That's why it is 20% in each case, because in each case, you don't have to do service part. You have to only refer us that this is a business I have come across. They want to franchise, and then we get on a call, we understand, we give a proposals, participation, everything done. So this is how this is happening. So this is one business. Second is there is a cash incentives. Each brand which we work, they are giving to our IFC partners, especially because they want particularly IFC partners to work for their brand to get franchisees on board, and they are giving cash incentives also, which is depending on brand to brand. Somehow, somewhere we get 2 lakh also, we get 5 lakh also. In some cases, we are even getting bigger. And third is we have also contests which are quarterly contests, which is international contests for our partners, which are 4 in a quarter in a year. So quarterly, every quarter there is a very minimum some kind of a criteria to achieve, and you get contest qualification which are international. So in a year you get 4 of them, which will be completely discussed upon a physical meeting or another meeting by our team heads, and they will give you complete understanding on further. But how you can become our partner? That's very, very important. There were some questions also. So what is required actually? So it is not for everyone, as we said. You have to select us, we have to select you. But if we really select anyone to become franchisee of Franchise India, because a premium brand is a successful brand, it's a without any competition brand, there is no competition. We are successful in this last 27 years. We are world's largest. So anyone who is looking to start a business will work with us. Anyone who is giving franchises, thinking about franchise business, thinking about growth, thinking about expansion, they will work with us. We don't need actually some contacts from somebody is saying that we have a contact. We don't need that contacts. We have no idea, about your contact. We build you as a brand so that in your city, in your state, you can become brand franchise, and then community will start work with you. That's why we do a lot of promotions and your social media, digital media promotions, which is we do for our partners. And whatever you do, anything you get on board, we reward that. We reward that and do also social media campaign wherein we have completely understand. You can go to our website, which is you can type also in the Google independent franchise consultant. You will reach to our website and you can check that also. You can check our corporate office website, which is franchiseindia.com, where you get more than 16,000 businesses and brands which are registered there with us for the community. And every day we are actually building this supply side of it because demand side is growing every day. So what is going to take? You have one license fees, which is 5.5 lakh rupees plus GST, which is one time to become our partner to take a license. And rest, there is no investment for next 3 years. 3 years is an agreement and you can become our licensee partner. And there's only one investment or brand fee or license fees, which is required, for becoming the partner with Franchise India, because very, very low cost, highly rewarding. We sell other thousands of franchisees, but there is not even a single opportunity which is as lucrative, as low, as highly rewarding like this. Because you are investing somewhere around 40, 50 lakh rupees. What you will get break even in 2 years, somewhere to maybe 3 years, not before 18 months. But you have to lock in that amount, and then you need not only financials, you need a lot of real estate, rentals, then you need a lot of local, this thing and vendors and all those stuff. Then you have to create that structure. Then you need employees to dip, and then you are only doing one business of that. So with Franchise India, it's an ocean of opportunities. What you do is you get everything there. So every company is there with us. You can work with all categories, and you can get best relationship with all the brand owners. And also you can understand how to choose a business, how to choose the financials, how to see the contracts, agreements, and also see how ROI can be taken. Maybe after 6 months or 1 year, if there is any dream project you want to see and you want to be part of, and you want to take a franchise, after that you can also invest in that business. So we have some partners, while working with us, they have understood how to choose a right opportunity. They have really built a relationship with all those brands, and they have also invested in those brands as franchisee. That's a side by side other business for you. So this is all today for this webinar. So thank you so much for joining in. But we will have one-on-one interaction with you, all leaders who will be getting in touch with you to give you, because there was somebody from Hyderabad and he was ready to come to office, meeting our regional head, our Ravi, and he will be also very happy to host him in our office. Likewise, other cities also, if you want to come to our office, please come, and we will have a one-on-one discussion, one-on-one meeting. Our corporate office is in Delhi, which is in Surajkund. So anyone who is around can fix up a meeting, and we can have a one-on-one discussion. But it's very important you select us and we select you, and we'll give you complete overview and understanding about the opportunity in length. And then we will see whosoever joins us. We invite you to our 3 days training program. It's a very special training program in our Delhi office. Till then, thank you so much. We look forward to see few people there with us in the training program as well. Thank you, and big thank you on behalf of all the team members from Franchise India to each one who are there. Thank you very much being patient till now, and we can see a lot of people already there.